Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know that ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does, they've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrated way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Yo no sé por qué, ¿cómo te digo? ¿Por qué mataron a este personaje, mano? Pues no entiendo qué pasó con... O sea, no entiendo qué fue lo que pasó con Ubisoft ahí. Un Assassin's Creed con las gráficas de Call of Duty.
We're here.
Con el engine ese. O con Frostbite. Yeah.
Let's go.
Se ve bastante bien. Me encuentro como que muy brillante. Pero para ser detallado, se ve bien. sonido se escucha bastante bien. No sé si le habrán hecho algún cambio en el sistema de sonido, en el audio del juego como tal, pero se puede disfrutar, se puede
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Los detalles de la pared se ven brutal, la iluminación se ve bastante chévere. Lo encuentro como que un poco brilloso en cuestiones de la iluminación, como que si hubiera sido un poquito más apagadito y la pared es un poco más oscura, pues se puede disfrutar. O sea, como que, no sé si me entienden.
I think we're here.
Ahora aquí se corre en el R2.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Sir.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. There's no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there. Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects. Run your way through this little obstacle course. That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Creo que se veía esto antes, no podía apreciarlo de esta manera. Eso sí, el parkour de los juegos de antes de Assassin's Creed, de la saga, me gustaba más. Ahora es como que sienten como que muy, no sé, no me gustan.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Quiero ver cómo se ve todo esto así uniéndose. Así que Inception.
Sir? Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Ok, diferencia jugar este juego en esta consola. En esta Next Gen console, ya que este juego salió para PlayStation 3 y Xbox 360.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business, then. Do you see him?
The statesman, because he's so great, thinks his trade as honest as mine.
entiendo que lo pudieron haber hecho como
The
que,
stairs are
entiendo
watched.
como que
We'll need to find
se ve
another
bien
way
el
out.
juego, pero como que detallarle un chipitito, yo sé que es un remaster, pero si lo hubieran como que bajado un poco la luz, se ve como que intenso, no se puede disfrutar la madera, estas cosas.
Sir, Black Mall at set word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order
Pero by far se ve bastante. Por ejemplo, mira, si ven el candelabro, se ve, o sea, va a ponerlo, vamos a poner si lo pueden ver en la esquinita, se ve bastante detailed. Qué raro que no lo hayan visto a él trepando. Ahora estos dos pálidos. El metal, si ven la luz de la iluminación como le da el metal, se ve bastante bien, eso me gustó, eso se ve bien. Se puede apreciar. La orquesta ahí, ¿verdad? Y que el cine de antes. Si escuchan el background music, se escucha bastante chévere. Diadre, el Big Lock. Wow. Oh, wow.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage off the bloom in your cheek.
Jeremy's really burning up the books tonight. He's a marvel.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
En verdad que la animación esa del chamaquito se ve bien fea. Se ve bien fea.
Stinks side balcony! Hurry!
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one that was murdered!
That man there!
Seize him! Was killed in the upper balcony. But I've done no wrong. I swear
Search him. Any weapons?
I beg your pardon. Did you notice anyone
No pushing, please.
Peace, friends, there is no danger.
Let us through.
We can't.
We must have order.
It happened right in that balcony.
What are those men doing in there?
I'm staying where it's safe.
Move! Move! Peace, friends,
Hey.
there is no danger.
Espera, que juidero.
Where are you going?
I need to get out.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Lo encuentro como que demasiado de muy... La iluminación demasiado de muy alta. Como si lo hubieran dado y que... Subieron la iluminación y ya, y Remastered ya. Pero esas animaciones así, estos pedazos así de animaciones, se ven tan brutal. Antes no se veían, ¿sabes? Para mí no se veían ni que diastre tan... Ahora es como que se puede apreciar un chispitito más. Y esa otra mano, la saga de Assassin's Creed, para mí, desde el 1 hasta este, para mí, fueron los más duros. No, perdón. Del 1 al... Tengo Black Flag. Oye, yo tengo Black Flag. Lo tengo, pero no lo he jugado. A ver si lo instalo. Lo tengo en disco. Es verdad, tengo un par de jueguitos entonces. Tengo Black Flag en disco.
Of course.
Black Flag en disco.
Have I ever led you astray?
Remastered.
No, you don't stick right with the others.
Assassin's Creed,
my friend.
Odyssey.
You'll see. Well, well.
Assassin's Creed
Seems our
Liberation.
esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender Parnell.
So I thought.
And yet here you are. Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself
Siempre hay un
king of the
frontú,
castle.
siempre hay un
Please, fellas,
guapetón.
call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on anyway?
Eso es lo que me gustó de este juego, de Assassin's Creed 3.
We're ready to go again if you are.
Eso, el sistema de combate era, no sé, lo encontraba mucho mejor.
You should be.
Bro, respeta. Yo sé.
Never! How do you like these odds?
Cuando le metes bofeta en la cara, ya están roncando con un cuchillo.
What's the meaning of this?
Captain,
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
these thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive.
Gráfica, engines,
Well, what will it be?
el arte de...
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
Wow, esta era la para ese tiempo, para este tiempo de ese juego cuando salió. Esta gráfica eran los padres. Ahora tú ves, aunque siendo un remaster como que era, no alcanza esa expectativa. Hubiera sido brutal que le hubieran hecho un remake como le hicieron a Resident Evil 2. Que se ve detalladamente, completo, desde scratch, completamente detallado. Y se ve súper brutal. Este juego con esas gráficas así, con ese, si hubieran hecho eso, hubiera estado mucho mejor. Pero para este tiempo, para ese tiempo cuando Assassin's Creed 3 salió, eso fue de que otra cosa. Y yo estaba bien ansioso porque cuando veía el trailer de eso estuvo brutal. O sea, en verdad el trailer de este juego
Kenway.
por encima.
Captain?
Y el de Assassin's Creed Revelation también está
Whatever they're up
brutal.
to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
También tenía como que trama, tú te puedes disfrutar la historia. Ahora como que los juegos de Assassin's Creed están como que no sé. Tengo Odyssey, no me quejo, pero esperaba como que pues esperaba un poquito más.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Pero está brutal, el juego de Assassin's Creed Odyssey está El alto. No, en verdad. Deja que ustedes lo. Si no lo han jugado. Si no lo han jugado.
You
están
there.
perdiendo, están
I
perdiendo
have some
tiempo.
questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up. The shifty fella won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his faces too. So.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Ah, lo exploté. No tiene break. este juego. No entiendo.
Are you James?
Aye.
Atham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take it that long.
He's got our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right. You should please.
Wow, extrañaba eso del Eagle Vision.
Biscuits.
Curious. Most curious.
De que fue en Puerto Rico, de que por las islas menores. Qué gupia.
Any news? Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted?
Acho, mira este que frontú. Él sabe. Hayden.
Secure the hatch!
Hayden, cuando mirándolo así, él sabía.
Hayden. Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
Perdón. Sí, había lo que bola era.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
You'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Then I will.
All right, all right. We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Calm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
stronger! The road's too wet! I'm slipping!
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Hacer una de esas escenas bien brutas que van a trepa. Ya, la música y el ya que brutal, wow. ¡Diadre, qué brutal! Demasiado, mano, wow. Diadre. Qué brutal cómo se ve eso, Pau. Se recupera, se va a romper, se recupera. Qué brutal. Ve, lo encuentro como que demasiado de muy iluminado. Deberían de haberla bajado como que la iluminación y enfocarse un poco más en la sombra. Encuentro como que demasiado de muy elevado.
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir.
Pero se siente bien jugar un juego
I've been asked to introduce you to the
que
city.
para mí,
I've arranged for your
es
bags
parte
to
de
be delivered to the inn.
mi crecimiento. El juego estuvo brutal, en verdad.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
One and the same.
Y que Boston. Qué bofio se
Your
ven los
commission
detalles,
is
wow.
with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might, well, at least until he arrives.
Sí, me acuerdo,
I
las
thought...
gráficas no eran así antes.
Yes.
No subieron nada, lo que hicieron fue
Forgive me,
remasterizar el juego
sir.
como tal.
I
Que no son muchos
had
detalles los que
hoped
pueden
that I
haber
might
hecho,
study under
puede
you.
ser que sí.
If I am to serve the order,
Pero-
I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Wow, se ve demasiado muy diferente a lo que yo,
Kind of you to say, but I
al
think you
contenido que jugué
overestimate
hace
me.
muchos
Impossible,
años.
sir. This way.
Thief! Someone stop him!
¿Qué lugar se ve esto? Siento lo del Eagle Vision, lo siento como que diferente también.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some
esa
time to
animación,
walk this
esa
Who
animación como
knows
de
what
luces.
opportunities you might discover?
Hold a moment. I need to fetch a few things
Pero
before we get to
wow.
work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
There will be a meeting of the city's advocates this Friday.
Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death.
Benjamin Franklin.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if I...
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah. If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Diantre.
Wow.
Y ese glitcheo que digo ahí. Ay, ay, ay. Me encantaba, yo creo que en este. Sí, en este venía. Venías a hacer hincaba y corrías por aquí adentro de la casa y hacía una animación. ¡Diadre, qué duro! Bueno, como es para allá, lo voy a hacer otra vez. Okay.
Has your pippin thrown a shoe? Need your tack adjusted? Collins Farriers of Needle Street is the place to go.
Bueno, vamos a dejarlo hasta aquí. Espero que les haya gustado lo que pudieron ver de Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. So, hasta ahora el juego se ve muy bien. Se ve muy bien. Hay unos detalles que puede ser que así más adelante los voy a encontrar y se vayan a ver como que medio raro. Pero hasta ahora, so far, es como que me gusta. Mira este. Este aquí es duro, bueno, todo vale. Bueno, estamos ready, estamos activos, estamos solitos, Snake. Más nada, cuídense.